All right, I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about transition. So transitions are kind of fun because it's kind of like a redo or a start over. We get new catalogs twice a year, and it's only twice a year, so we can kind of be prepared for it and figure out what worked for you last time, what you want to try again, or what didn't work for you last time, what you want to try again. So I've been doing this this will be January, actually the end of January is 13 years. So I got some tips and tricks I want to tell you of things that have worked for me. And then you can just like tweak them and make them your own, or, you know, take the best of what you like and do what you want. If you want to, you can go back and do searches for either last chance, first glance, or searches for transition in our Bless Beyond Belief group, and you'll find lots of posts there as well. So you can peek at that, but I'm just going to give you kind of the Reader's Digest version here of how I do a transition. It's kind of the same each time, but, you know, tweak it a little bit. I'll tweak it a little bit this time, again, because of COVID, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. But basically what I want to tell you is a transition month, like now, January, and I hope you know this already, because I think I've said it a lot, but don't start sharing the new catalog yet. You need to have a plan into place to share the new catalog, but there's so much good stuff going on in January that I want you to focus on January 1st, at least until you hit your sales goal. After you hit your sales goal, whatever, you do whatever you want, but at least until you hit your sales goal, or the last week in January is when you should start showing people the new stuff. But for now, what I want you to do is focus on January, bring back my bar, 10% off, discontinued items, and Valentine's Day collection. And then Thursdays, they usually announce something fun and new, so be watching your news tab tomorrow. So focus on those things and make January good. People say J months are bad months, but they're not. They don't have to be. It's all in your head. If you think J month's going to be a bad month, it probably will be. But if you think you're going to rock it and you're going to just do a great job promoting everything that we have, then you will. So it's all mindset, I guess. So focus on January, but I also want you to pre-plan a little bit for February, right? So right now, one of the things that you should have done already, if you haven't, and if you haven't, that's okay, but do it now. Go to the Consultant Family store and order your catalogs and your transition set. So I want to show you just some different options of catalogs. So this is the new catalog. Oh, I meant to write down the prices. I didn't, but you can go look at the prices. But this is like the most expensive thing you can buy, but it's also the prettiest. It's what my customers love to see. I've spoiled them with this. So this is what I send my customers. There's also the showcase brochure. This is last season's, and it's pretty too. It has everything in there. It's all color, you know, colorful stuff. It even has descriptions of the scents and everything. This is much cheaper. This is what I give away when I do events. Instead of giving a catalog to everyone who orders at my events, I give them one of these. The only difference in between this and the catalog, besides how it looks, is that it doesn't have the combine and saves in there. This used to be called the fundraiser brochure, and it's meant for fundraisers, and that's why it doesn't have the bundle and saves, because with the fundraiser, you want them to spend more, right? So that the organization can make more. So the bundle and saves are not in here, where they are in here. And then the other option for buying catalog type products is the product list. I don't have them because I don't use them, but they're big, white, really big. I don't even know how big they are, like 18 inches by, I don't know. They're very long. There's fun ways to fold them up. You can kind of fold them origami-ish. You can look on YouTube to figure out how to do that. Put a little sample in there kind of thing if you want to. So product list is big bang for your buck. You get a lot of them for not very much money. So depending on your budget, figure out what you want to do, but get those ordered now so that you're ready to roll in a little bit when I tell you what to do with the catalogs, okay? And then this is the transition set. It's a spring summer transition set. So you can either get this or you can get the full set. The full set is every single thing that's offered in the catalog. And the transition set is everything that if you already have the fall winter set, then you add the spring summer set and it'll give you everything in the catalog. Okay. My tip is to have more than one transition set. This is what I use for my catalog parties now. I don't give them the full set of testers because it's just too much. It's too big. Back in the day, these were tinier. They were little, like lip gloss size. And then I would, for my catalog parties, I'd give them everything. But I don't do that anymore because it's just too big and bulky. So I would suggest that you have more than one of those, 2, maybe 3. Because those are your catalog parties, right? So hopefully you have catalog parties out. And if you have, say, 2 catalog parties out, that would leave you 1 to have at home. I always like to have 1 in my office so that if somebody calls and say, can I smell the smells? I can go drop them off on their porch, leave them with them for a couple days and then bring it back. Or I can go drop it off at their work, leave it for a couple days, and bring it back. So try to have more than 1. If you can only afford 1 right now, get 1 now, and then maybe next payday, add another 1. So you have a couple to go. The worst thing that's going to happen to you is somebody's going to call and say, I want to have a catalog party. And you're going to be like, I don't have any testers or all of my testers are out. You don't want that to happen. So make sure you have a couple of those. Another thing that you can do too, if you do a catalog party, is you don't have to give them all of these. You could have it, right? If you got half of those smells, that would be a nice sampling as well. So you don't have to give them, they don't know what's coming. They just want to smell some things. And even half of that, I bet you they're going to find at least 6 bars that they like in there. Mm-hmm. When you order your catalogs, make sure that you order the English US version of it, okay? Okay. Sometime, have you ordered the Canada ones yet, Demi?
Not yet.
You haven't? Oh my gosh.
No.
You
I don't need them.
No. Everybody does it once, sometimes orders the Canada version because it says like EN and then it says CA.
Like
and
California.
CA means Canada. It doesn't mean California. And when we look at it, we think it looks right. And so we push on it. And you do not want the Canadian version of the catalog because the Canada prices are way more than ours. So just make sure you order the right one. I think they've changed some of that verbiage in the Consultant Family Store. I think now it says English instead of, I forget what it says, US English, I think it says. But anyways, just don't order the CA. Just a little tidbit. And if you do, don't put stickers on them. If you call consultant support, they will take them back, but don't sticker them. They won't take them back if you sticker them. Okay. What else? The other thing that you might want to buy, these are kind of newer. So the last few catalog seasons we've had them, but these are the rub and smell stickers. And they come in all of the new release smells. So makes it a really easy way to get all of the new smells to your customer. So that's something that you might want to purchase as well. I'll talk about the new sales kits in a minute too. If you don't know this, you can order business supplies in a party order. So if you have a party order going in, say on Mondays, you got a party order going in and you want to get some catalogs because you don't want to pay all the shipping, you can combine it. Especially if you have a $500 order, you can get free shipping on your business supplies. So just add it into the product code, add you as a guest, and then add it into the product code and you'll find it and they'll ship it with it. One thing you might find is sometimes the drop-down menu for the supplies doesn't always bring up everything that you want. I don't know if they've fixed that recently, but in the past, say you wanted to get, I don't know what, maybe the body samples or something like that, and it wouldn't bring those up in the drop-down menu if you typed in samples or body. If you go into the actual Consultant Family Store in the workstation and get that and add it to your cart and see what the SKU number is, and then go back into your party order and enter that SKU number, that will usually populate it. So that's kind of a little workaround way if you're not finding what you want in the drop-down menu in the party order. Another thing that you can do if you want is name, create a customer name called business supplies. So business is the first name, supplies is the last name. It's just kind of a fake customer like Jane Doe or John Doe. And then at the end of the year, you can run a report and you can see all of the business supplies that you ordered like that fast. So that's kind of a cool little tip too. All right, so now that you have your catalogs, what are you going to do with them? So some people, you can put a little round label there, right? And you can, it says postage here. You can ship it like that, right? With a round label to hold it together, and that here, that there. But you know what? I would not do that. I would not recommend doing that at all. If you just send this to somebody, you are, I think you're doing a disservice to this little catalog. This little catalog is money to you, and you're not going to get the biggest bang for your buck if you do that. So this is what I would suggest to do, and this is what I've been doing for a long time, and that is to add a flyer to it and put it in an envelope and mail it, okay? I even put a fun sticker on there that says something like, yay, it's the spring summer Scentsy catalog, you know, something bright and cheery to make them want to open it and see it. So this is the one that I'm actually sending out soon with the new catalog. And I'll kind of read it to you, but I'll also put it in the comments below for you. It basically just says, I'm excited to share Scentsy's new spring summer catalog with you. New products on the catalog will be available February 1st. If you find something you've got to have, and then it has some bullet points that gives them some action items of things to do. The first one is call me now with my phone number to place your order. I'll be placing an order on February 1st. So they can call me if they want to order something, or they can order online at yvonnegritton.com or scan the QR code and attach your order to my last chance first glance party. This QR code will automatically go to my last chance first glance party, so it pulls them into that order. But now, hopefully, you know, if somebody's at your website, it's pretty foolproof. I don't know. It's pretty hard to not attach your order to a party. It tells you, it drops them down. Do you want to attach to a party? They have to actually say no. They don't want to not. So just make sure you have that in there so they know. The next thing says to call me to book a party, catalog party, or Facebook party to earn free and half price Scentsy. Your friends are going to want to see and smell the new stuff. And then I do a booking special in here because I want them to book parties in February and March. So book a party for February and March. And in addition to the free and half price items Scentsy gives you, I'll give you a free warmer of your choice for hosting at least a $200 party. It's worth it to me to do that. I'll use my perpetual party reward to pay for half of that warmer. So yes, out of my pocket will come half of that warmer, but that's okay. I don't mind paying for a party because I'll make more commission in it than that. Up to you whether you want to do that, or maybe you can do a mini warmer or whatever. And then it says, if you're local, I'm happy to make house calls and drop off my scent samples so you can smell all the scents. So happy to go drop this on their porch. That's why I want one extra one at least, right? And then the last one says, stop by my open house. And then it says, due to COVID, call me to reserve your private 1-hour shopping time. So that's what I've been doing for the last year. And it's worked out fine. I think it eases people's mind that they're not going to come into my open house and there's going to be tons of people here. It gives them private shopping time with me. It gives me time to do a little Lysol spray or whatever in between people. And it's worked out fine. Not as many people can come, right? Because there's only 1-hour slots, but it's okay. And then I have the information on my last glance, first glance. And I will tell you that I schedule mine for Friday and Saturday. I figure if I'm going to set up Friday night, that's not enough time. And if I'm going to set up Saturday, what if somebody has plans on Saturday? So if I'm going to set up, I might as well leave it up for 2 days is the way I feel. So I do it set Friday from 10 to 7. I've done it to 8 before, kind of up to you what you want to do. And that way people can come after work if they want to. And then I do it Saturday from 10 to 4. And then the other thing I put on there is all the new releases. And then over here is the I want it all. So if they do get all 10 of them, plus they can pick 2 other bars, it's $60. So that's kind of a fun little thing. I'm including this in there. So it'll go together. So they're going to be able to smell all of the 10 new samples. Hopefully they're going to want this on here. And then the other thing that I did is I just put the discontinued information on the back. And then down here talked about Scentsy Club. Okay, so that's what's going in my catalog mailer. Now, how do you know who to send those to? You can do it however you want. If you followed me at all with my monthly mailing and my fun mail, I send all my stuff out to the people who have ordered for me for the last 3 months. That's just how I do it. It just makes it easy for me rather than trying to figure out who my top 10 customers are or my top 20 customers are or whatever. I send to everybody in the last 3 months. Yes, it is an expense. Yes, I pay a lot in shipping to do that, but it's worth it. I'll have, I don't know, $500,000 in sales when I do this whole thing on the first of the month. I'll have that because of all of the stuff that I do and because of the amount of customers that I have. So it works out well for me and I don't mind making that investment. The other thing that I would do too is print out extras of these, print out about maybe like 10 of them, or have 10 of the whole set available with the catalog and everything, and put them in your purse or put them in your car. Put a couple in your purse, the rest in your car. Once you give them out, then reload your purse. But you're going to run across or run into people over the next 2 or 3 weeks if you're out and about at all. Maybe you run into somebody at the grocery store or at church or picking the kids up from school. And they weren't on your list of people to send them to, but you want to invite them. So you want to have those readily available to get them out. You want to do things like set up a Facebook event for it, which is weird because I haven't set up a Facebook event in forever because I always do Facebook groups now, but set up an event for it. Market it in your VIP group. You need to realize that you are the vice president of marketing for your company. You are. Nobody else is. So if you don't have a good turnout at your open house, guess whose fault it is? It's yours. You got to be sprinkling it everywhere. You got to be telling people about it. You got to be talking about it. You got to be sending stuff out and posting on social media and texting people and private messaging people and all the things because it's up to you. It's not up to anybody else. Okay. My number one tip is to keep a list of who you send them to. Now, when I send them to all of my customers over for the last 3 months, that's easy. But those people that you run across and you just give 1 or 2 here or there, put those on your list too, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my open house the last weekend of January, so January 28th and 29th. And the reason I do this is because it's last chance, first glance. So they can see all the old stuff and they can order the new stuff. And when I have them come to the open house, I usually have 1 order form for each of them. Like if they're ordering something for the discontinued stuff, I have to have an order form because guess what? All that's 10% off, right? And then the new stuff is, I can't order until February 1st. So having them on 1 order form will confuse the heck out of you. Even if you highlight and things like that, you know, to me, I highlight it and I order it and then it goes in my pending file and then, oh, it's February 1st. I need to order those, but they're in my pending file. So it's just easier if you do 2 order forms, 1 for the 10% off stuff and 1 for the February 1st stuff. What else is there to tell you? Okay, so do the open house the last week if you can. And then what I usually do is mail those catalogs out like sometime between the Wednesday and Friday before the event so that they have it in their mailbox for sure by like that Monday before the event. And then the most important thing that you can do if you're going to do anything besides mail it out is to follow up with those people, whether it be text, private message, phone call, whatever you do. You want to contact all of those people and say, hey, did you get my new catalog? Did you get the new Scentsy catalog? And if they're going to say yes, did you find something in there that you liked? Or actually, I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to say, are you going to come to my open house? Or would you like to reserve a spot for my open house? That's the first thing I want them to do, because I want them to come and see the stuff and smell the stuff, right? If they say no about the open house, then my next thing I'm going to ask them is if they want to book a party to get the stuff for free. And if they say no to that, then I'll ask them if they want to place an order. So kind of in that order, come to my open house, book a party, place an order, follow up with those people. If you don't follow up with those people, you're kind of throwing all that work that you did into all this and all that money that you spent on all these and the postage, you're kind of throwing that in the garbage can. So that's super important. Again, you're the vice president of marketing. You need to be following up with that, okay? Another thing I want to tell you is figure out how many people you're going to send it to, and then figure out how many catalogs you need, okay? It never fails that somebody, like the first week in February, will be calling me, oh my gosh, I don't have enough catalogs and I have a party this weekend. Just because they under ordered. So for me, I send out about 300 catalogs. And I ordered 300 catalogs. I'm going to send out probably 260. I ordered 300 though. So guess what? I'm already out of catalogs, right? Once I get my mail out, I'm not going to have very many catalogs left. So I need to order more than that. So you want to make sure you have enough catalogs, not only to get your things out for your open house, the mailing, but then you want to have some catalogs at your open house, right? And you want to have catalogs for anything that you're having after that, catalog parties and things like that. Okay. Another thing that I do right before my open house, like a couple days before, is I always do goodie bags at my open house. And sometimes I'll tell them, I don't do it on social media, but I'll tell them the first 12 people who come get a goodie bag. I do that in a private message, or if they RSVP, I'll let them know that. And then I will put my goodie bags together, and I always try to make them cute. I always put a little something from Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby or something on the outside of the bags, or get cute springy bags or something like that. And then I take a picture of them a couple days before, and I'll just say, I'm getting ready for my open house. Who's reserved their spot? I don't tell them that everybody that comes is going to get a bag or a prize. I just say I'm getting ready for my open house, just to get that momentum going and that excitement going. I'll do the same thing about whatever snack I'm making. If I'm baking something, I'll post a picture of it. Say, come help me eat it. Have you reserved a spot at my open house? That kind of thing. So kind of, again, you're trying to bump it up and get people there. All right, so at the open house. So what do you do at the open house? At the open house, you want to have obviously your testers, right? One thing that I do sometimes at my last chance for Scentsy open house, depends on how much fall winter inventory I have left, but sometimes I'll do a sale on my discontinued bars, and I'll offer them for $4 just to get rid of them. I'm not one that likes to have a ton of old bars. I know some people do. Some people just like to have that variety or whatever. I'm not one of those people. I like to have what's current in the catalog. But totally up to you how you want to do it. So if you're not one of those people and you're okay with having very snowy spruce all summer long, that's okay, because people will buy it, which is weird because I've had that happen. But if you want to get rid of them, I sell them for $4 a bar, and usually I get them for half price or free with my Hostess product credit anyway, so I'm not really out much when I do that. Another thing that you might want to have is, I said I would touch on it earlier, but the new season sales kits. Those are available in your workstation right now. And there's one for every category. There's one for warmers, there's one for bars, there's one for body, laundry, clean, and pets, I think. You get PRV on them if you order them. So I ordered the bars and I ordered the warmers. So at my open house, they're not only going to get to, see this, they're going to get to actually see the real warmers in real person. They're going to be here so they can see them. And guess what else? They're going to be here so they can buy them, because people like cash and carry. So they can take them with them that day if if they want. But it's always nice to have those. If it's your open house for the spring summer catalog, you should have some spring summer products if you can. Okay, if you can't afford it, that's all right. Just do the catalog, but you do get PRV on it, which is a kind of a cool thing. Another thing to have ready to go are some catalog parties. So put these in some cute little bags with order forms and catalogs and have them ready to go. You should do like a booking special there too. Maybe again, it could just be the free warmer thing again. Maybe they didn't respond to this here, but you can ask them again at the party when they're checking out. If they want a free warmer for just hosting a catalog party with you or a Facebook party with you, but have the catalog parties ready to go. Because if they say yes, you want to get it going and not say, I'll get back to you in 3 weeks when I get some testers in. Okay. What else? Gosh, that's kind of it. I mean, have fun at your open house, right? That's one of the most important things. Have fun and just make the most of it. I think my customers look forward to it. I look forward to it. It's just a time to reconnect again. And but do your best to advertise it, guys, because you got to be advertising it. Otherwise, the people aren't going to come. When I do my little thing with the reservations, I will print out, I'll just do like a little, I think I do it in PicMonkey or whatever, but just a little, the 2 days and the hours, and I'll start adding people's names and I'll start posting that. So when I say, oh, I'm getting ready for my open house and I post a picture of the goodie bags, have you made your reservation yet? I'll also post a picture of that so they can see that time slots are filling up, or maybe they see, oh, that one works for me. I want to grab that real quick. And then another super important thing too, especially when you're taking reservations like that, is text the people the day before and remind them of their slot. Because if you're holding a whole hour open for one person, you want to make sure they don't flake on you. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there twiddling your thumbs and being mad that they didn't show up. Okay. Any questions so far, Emmy, or anything you want to add or?
No, I guess maybe how did you start doing open houses? You just started asking, or when did you know you were ready to do an open house?
Gosh, I've done open houses from the beginning. So back when I started, I had a friend who had a candle company. Not a candle company, she sold Gold Canyon candles. And me and another one of my girlfriends had a card company. So we would call it, what was our card company's name was Cuckoo Creations. And so it would be, oh, how did we call it? It was all seasons. It was like Cuckoo Creations, candles, and coffee. And once a month, all the people from school, they would drop their kids off and they would come to my house for coffee and they would buy candles and they would buy our cards. So once I started selling Scentsy, my candle friend didn't like me anymore. So I lost. So anyways, she moved on. And then it became coffee and candles. Or candles and coffee. I don't know how I did it. But so I've always done open houses every month for as long as I can remember until COVID happened. So to me, it was just like, gosh, I do it once a month. Why wouldn't I, when the new catalog come out, do another thing? I think I used to call it customer appreciation open house or whatever you want to call it. But then I really like the last chance, first glance, because that's what it is. Last chance to get the old stuff and first chance to get the new stuff. So here's the other thing. You don't have to have cash and carry to do an open house. You don't. I mean, really, they want to smell the smells. So if you have the testers and you have some catalogs, you can totally make it happen. But women do like cash and carry. I'm glad you brought that up because I want to touch on this just for a minute too. If you have all your set up, like we have a pool table right there and I set everything up on there. Do not post a picture of it and post it on social media. That is so out of compliance. You can't show people what you have in inventory to sell on social media. So yes, that sounds like a great idea to say, oh, look how cute my setup is and all that. It's not okay because you're showing them that you have the Baby Yoda discontinued thing, the Cinderella carriage warmer. You're showing them that, and you're probably thinking in the back of your mind, I'm not saying anything, but yeah, all of a sudden you're getting messages. Oh my gosh, you have a Cinderella carriage. Well, so yes, you are selling your inventory online when you do that because people see it and they ask about it. So don't do that. Um, Also, you can say that you have cash and carry because it's implied. When you have an open house, it's implied that you're going to have product there to sell. So you can say that, but I don't. I just don't want to get into the compliance mumbo jumbo. My customers know. Like I said, it's just implied. If somebody's going to come to your house for an open house, there's going to be a little something there. It doesn't have to be a ton of something, but use your Money Monday host product credit and your half price items to get a few things, to get some bars, to have a couple mini warmers or a warmer there. So that you have a little bit of cash and carry. Does that help answer that question, Emmy?
I think so. Mhm.
Yeah. And you know what? I'll tell you, I've had really good success at some of my open houses. I've had other open houses, like when I used to do my coffee and candles every month, or my open houses all the time. There were some times where I did not advertise it well, and maybe one person came, and I did all that work, and I was like, oh man, really? Like, and that just taught me, like, I can't do that. If I'm gonna take the time to do it, I really need to advertise it well. But at the beginning, when you're just building your customer base, it may be one or two people that come, and you know what? That's okay, because you're building your customer base and you're making those people see what it's like. So maybe next time they bring their friend, and next time they come, and next time you're gonna have 5 people come, and the next time you're gonna have 7 people come, and it grows from there. But I will tell you from experience, I know when I don't advertise it well because the turnout is not as good. So that's totally up to you to make sure that you make it happen. Telling your friends when they say yes, they're coming, you could let them know then in a private communication if you're texting or whatever. I'll give you a free scent circle if you bring a friend with you. And sometimes I don't say, sometimes I say someone new to my mailing list because some of, they bring their sister who's on my mailing list. That's not helping me any. You can say adult friend new to my mailing list. You don't want them to bring all their kids. I think they're going to get a scent circle. So those little things you'll learn and you'll do. And then I just want to talk for a minute too about the 10 bar specials. So January's or the 10% off months are months where I will do my 10 bar special too. And I think somebody posted or popped that post up in the Blessed Beyond Belief page today. But basically it's a really good month to do 10 bars for. Say what? There's a special, you get 10 bars for and a question mark, because you can't post publicly what it is on social media, but you can tell them privately. So your post should look something like that. 10 bars for question mark. Press like or comment for more details. Or I'll sometimes I only do the sale twice a year. Press like or comment and I'll send you the details, that kind of thing. And then the details, basically what I do is I do 10 bars for $40. And I think the math was you had to have 7 people to make it happen in a 10% off month. I think it's 10 or 13 in a month where it's not 10% off. That's why I always try to do it in the 10% off month. So that's a good thing to do right now. Like before they get your catalog, before some of the scents start selling out, because scents will start selling out before the end of the month. So when Christmas Cottage is gone, it's gone. So you want to be maybe doing that 10 bar special a little bit early. And basically what you do is you buy everything in 6 packs. You use your free product and half price items to offset the cost of some of those 6 packs to make the $40 work. You still charge them shipping, still charge them tax, and then it all works. And if you look at the post in Blessed Beyond Belief, I think you'll see the little breakdown on how to place that order if you want to. We were talking earlier or last night about how sometimes that intimidates people and scares people, and it used to scare me, and I'd be like, I don't want to do that because what if I don't get 7 people to do it? But again, what I found was that it pushed me to get those sales. It pushed me to really advertise it. Give everybody a deadline. If you start advertising it now, say today is Wednesday, don't say you're going to place the order on Friday. That doesn't give you enough time to gather orders. Give yourself at least a week to gather those orders, okay? Maybe even you start now, which is Wednesday the 12th, and you place the order on the 24th, on Monday the 24th. That would give you like a week and a half to gather those orders. Just let people know you're not placing the order until then. One thing that you can do, and one thing that skews the 10 bar special just a little bit, is if people order that don't live around here and you have to ship it to them. Because when you have to ship it to them, guess what? It's not ordering 2 6-packs anymore. It's ordering a 6-pack and a 3-pack and 1 bar. So I still honor that for people who don't live around here. And those people, you could place that order now and just put it in your 10 bar special party. And that will help you build your host base amount so that you have the free items. Most of my people are local, but there are some who aren't. And that, like I said, that skews your numbers a little bit, but still, if you're pushing it and doing a good job of advertising it, it should work itself out in the end, whereas you're not out of pocket anything. So don't be afraid of it. I think once you'll do it, you'll be excited. I've had 10 bar specials like over $1,000 before, $1,300 just in the 10 bar special. So it's crazy fun. So, and I know I've been doing it for 13 years and I know I have a lot of customers, but you got to start somewhere. So start now and just kind of spoil your customers with that special. One thing I would say, if you're going to do the 10 bar special, don't do it every month. I see people doing it all the time. And when you do it all the time, it just lessens the specialness of it. And it makes your people wait for a sale, right? My people don't wait for a sale because I don't have sales very often. So when I do, they participate and they jump on it. If you're doing that all the time, they're never going to order just a 6-pack from you for regular price because they're going to think, oh, next month she's probably going to do the 10 bar special. I'll wait for that. So use those specials sparingly. And at least that's my opinion. I mean, it's your own business. You can do what you want to do, but that's what I've had good luck with in the past. So, all right, that's all I got for you. Except to say it's fun and work it, use it. This is this new catalog is such a gift to us. This is better than any LTO that they can give us because it lasts for 6 months. You have a long time to sell all the beautiful new things in here, and people are going to be ready for spring here pretty soon. Spring gleaming, and they're tired of the very snowy spruce bars. They want something fresh and clean. So it's coming, and we got to be ready for it. So get your catalogs orders, get your tester set orders in, schedule your open house, get ready to get that mailing out, and just have fun with it. Be a really good vice president of marketing, and then you can give yourself a raise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything else on that, Emmy? Oh, tell them what you're doing with how you're kind of combining that with your VIP group, right?
The 10 bar special?
No, the VIP, the last chance first glance.
Yes,
right?
I am. Yeah. I'm hosting a last chance first glance party in my VIP group where I'm asking my VIPs to invite 3 to 5 people in the group. And once they do, they'll get a party pack with deluxe samples of the new wax scents. So it's just a way to get people into the group without the pressure of hosting your own party. Like we're all there already, just invite a couple more people. And then I think starting the 21st is when I'm going to start party posts, and then just like a normal Facebook party, but
with the new stuff
goodbye
and the old stuff. Yeah.
So
like the first week you could do like the old stuff and then schedule into the new stuff. And didn't you made the samples with your new season sales kit bar thing?
I did.
Yeah.
Yep. And I posted a video in my group that I'm so excited to make these samples, for the party packs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. I think that's a great idea. I think I might do that a little bit as well, that last week in January, and get them excited. And during that, you could be making reservations for your actual open house where they can come smell everything if they're
Mhm.
local, kind of do it
Yeah.
in conjunction. So yeah, I love it. Very smart. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording. Good luck, everybody. Have fun with it. Take notes and take notes about what works, what doesn't work, what you want to do next time. Because guess what? In 6 months, we're going to do it again.
Oh yeah.
And if we can do it better again, if we do it a little bit better every time,
Mhm.
it'll just be amazing. So, all right, see you later.